decent mountain range. Bang in the center, if we don't count the crater itself, like a decent amount of space is actually going to be inaccessible.
Yeah.
So that means that you'll generally... We actually did see this last week, where we...
And I mean, I know they found him. I don't know how. They're miles away from the zone as well. So, I mean, it's the best he can hope for here, I guess, is to get one with him. He's going to die, I guess.
Yeah,
sure.
they're all pushing now in a straight line. Yeah, this is just no way. You don't stand a chance. The firing squad has arrived. I mean, he had a death sentence on him, and that was kind of it.
Rest in pepperoni.
What a way to go.
Into one of the compounds, the one that's more inside.
Okay, moving forward though, looks as if we might have a bit of a chance there for an engagement. I immediately take that back because he takes a couple of shots cheekily and then pulls out. So he's not going to commit to his decision.
No.
Oh well. Obviously good that the Hackapelitas don't lose anyone. Would have been a very frustrating thing to do, especially to Who Are You. That, I mean, they did pick up that win in the first game, but again, another one of those sort of middle-of-the-road teams. Good sprays there. Of course, it's Pixel to finish that one off. Flashlight also going down to Thomas. So Tempest racking up some kills.
Yeah, I mean, they're just on the edge of the zone, but they are in a place where there's a lot of teams coming in. So, yeah, they keep being in these kind of situations where they always fight, like the rotations coming in and, oh, 3 Danes, fine Sinsun going in. Oh, that is so bad. Yeah,
Eyeballers generally have a pretty good time on this map. Like, going all the way back, even to Season 2, they sort of set a pretty good standard for how they want to play Miramar.
Yeah.
One man short already.
It feels like they always get like 1 or 2 people. At least this week, they've always like without the other
fields of fire.
Yeah.
That you can see coming on through, and it's all of these teams now fighting for the high ground, which is going to be the most important areas to hold at this stage. And right here, you can actually see this big sort of spine that goes through the center of the map. That was the one that we saw at the early start of things. And I mean, you're forced to play one side of or the other. You can't really go north or south of it. Perfect grenade to fall up there onto dropping Desp.
Yeah, Felix died as well, and now it's only on the left, and he's gonna get finished off. And
yeah, he's right here in the smoke. Oh wow, what a grenade!
Great nades from coming in from them. And yeah, I mean, for anyone who has seen any StarCraft meme knows that having the high ground is pretty good.
It's always. It's like everything. You mean Star Wars, but it's also accurate in StarCraft.
Yeah, but I was thinking about the meme.
Yeah, but isn't that that's Star Wars?
You hope that it's gonna be like going up north with the zone as well, and then you can just take the crate, like the compounds in the crate, and stay safe and get like a top 3 with a good fighting chance, so to say. And the only thing that you can see that I'm a bit wary of is the fact that, like, if you look at Clueless, they have a really good position right now with 2 and 2, and they need to be really fast to rotate here, because if they wait too long, they might actually get like
Rustamar not sure about Skokia. Kind of thinking that maybe this is the chance of Granite to maybe try to take this engagement instead of just going straight out in the open.
I mean, Twite got into the zone now with the bike, and I mean, he could actually try and find some form of kind of shots, because they don't have anyone around them, right, to third party, so they can do this fight. They need to do this fight quite like aggressively and chancedly.
So essentially, just try and go for the gamble and try to end the fight quickly. Yeah,
just go for it and just know. I mean, look at Tixie. He's already rotated away a bit because they are also only 3, so that they're not that confident in this fight.
All right. Well, here we have Smiley, but nothing decisive, which of course is unfortunate for him. Spoof is indeed, however, going to be able to pick up 1. That's a knock quickly. Coming in there on the flank. Another grenade goes out. Does it go far enough onto the vehicle? And that's a 2-piece for him. Confirms the kill on Mage, and Beamy goes down as well. Molman forced to pop that defensive smoke. This is all of a sudden a bit of a different one. I thought that, I mean, with the positioning, they shouldn't have been able to do this much damage, but man, they really gave it to him.
Yeah, and I mean, they still have to push out into them, and Molman can play this smoke quite a lot. He hears them, so he can get a lot of information out of them. They just need to be really calm and collected now, because they are outside the zone. They're going to come in on him now, and he needs to get this first. He didn't see them.
He missed the cross. And now this zone is going to start taking the damage. Oh, man, Intense. He gets 1, make that 2, potentially. Oh, Yellow does... Wow, he actually saves it. He goes for the 2-piece, spray it on, and grabs both of them. Intense just dying to the zone towards the end. That was really close, but Yellow immediately, as he comes out that warehouse, gets taken down by Coyote out of YMCA. Granite Gaming also falling in the back lines, leaving only Twice left now as the last man standing for that lineup. And I mean, it comes to show, the strength of these high ground positions in the third party, from a third party point of view, because you're not committed into a fight where you're taking a big risk, but you can pick up those 3 points from afar.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that. Yeah, they just finished it. I was just about to say, yeah, Tempest actually chose to go for the east side rotation and will run into Acapolitas, but yeah, they just cleaned that up fast and swiftly. And I mean, it's so important because they have quite a good dip there where they can actually, like we discussed before, where you need to keep on going all the time. They actually have a dip, so they can loot, they can recover, they can discuss where they want to go next. So
keep that ball rolling.
Yeah.
All right. YMCA getting a jump here over towards Rehina. Jupsig does reply, however, so it's not for free, but they haven't been able to actually confirm too many of these kills. Sample are trying to move on in. At the same time, though, it looks like 3 days, 1 Brazilian are going to jump on this opportunity. Yeah, you can see right there. Tavu caught out, not ready for that flank. Jupsig on his feet once more, continuously working forward. Sample are getting knocked down as well a peg. Means that only these 2 players left now for Rehina. Might be able to actually clean up what remains there of YMCA, with, of course, a little bit of help from the Danes and the 1 Brazilian.
Yeah, I mean they've just been staying here in this part of the map for a long time and just kept on getting knock after knock. And YMCA Coyote, last man standing, taking a lot of damage now from the zone. He needs to do this fast before going. Yeah, I think he noticed that he died. He might actually be able to heal here and keep on running afterwards.
Yeah, the only ones that are next are going to be 3 Danes. But it looks as if they're not too interested here, with Sparking the one furthest back, sort of guarding the 6 o'clock here from the rest of his team.
I mean, he's still inside the zone, but he just wants to make sure that everyone. I mean, his mates can see anyone coming in close to him, right? So they can give him information. So he just has to wait for.
Yeah, Putty, yeah, he's made it up now.
Come on.
Movement is a little bit iffy, right? So not going to be a very fast procedure. But as you say, I mean, that third-party potential is pretty big. Now here comes his first contact. It's actually going to be Sparking all the way back there as he grabs the first one. Rask as well, nearly trying to go for 1, but does get replied on. However, Rip ends up in a trade. The extra shots coming in there from Meteor Makers further down towards the eastern side. None of these teams ready for this. So Meteor Makers, they're just coming in there. They're going to have a field day.
Yeah, I mean, they went out so hard in the open there to get those kills. And, I mean, yeah, Meteor Makers got that first knock, and they just pounce on it straight away. Because, I mean, like you said, the high ground is key here.
Trying to do what they can. Kind of getting caught out. Grenade very close. Oh, it bounces right up into his face, but he does survive somehow. At the same time, the follow-ups are going to be very, very powerful. Meteor Makers actually taking a beating right now. Both ends, Granite Gaming chiming in on this engagement.
Yeah, everyone is trying to get their piece of the pie, and I mean, Flowey actually gets a knock on Flame, and he finds him in the crevice, and I mean, there are basically only 2 people left because they're not going to get that last the knock player in res. It's just not going to happen. So it's all okay. Now it's going to be kind of a stalemate. They just need to the one who pounces first basically is going to lose. I feel like, because if you show yourself too much, you're going to get third party from somewhere, and yeah.
Those grenades, man, they're actually so close. From both sides here, I might add. But it's down to this 2 versus 2, as you say. NHS, he needs to be very careful now with, if he silhouettes here or not, because he has to remember that there's still a chance that people could shoot him from the east side. So he needs to make sure that they stay on the, correct area of things. Trying to go for those shots, not connecting anything at the same time. Wookie Boogie, Tempest, they clean up Rehab Bros with a little bit of assistance there from Ents, who are still here with the 1 man left.
Yeah, I mean, Tempest and those guys really need to run in pretty hardcore, but this fight needs, I mean, once again, it's about who finds the knock first, I guess. But I mean, if you push too hard now, if you're clueless, you're just gonna get straight up wiped. But as well, zone is starting to shift. Something needs to happen. So it's so hard to decide to which type of proactive reaction is gonna be the one to win the fight.
Yeah, moving on. Tempest up to 8 kills in this game right now, and much like in the previous week in game number 3, that's when they found their brilliant moment. Oh, Pixel nearly gets himself 2, but Redbeard does get him knocked down, so that's going to slow their tempo down a little bit, even so that Conquino actually goes in there for the wipe and finishes him off. So that means 2 players left now, the boys in Tempest. Hanses and Conquino still on their feet. Looks as if they will be able to get this pickup. Tempest have a little bit of an opportunity to maybe pounce, but time is ticking, and I think Clib is the only one really nearby. Wikibuki trying to go for a little bit of a long flank. Now he finds the angle, immediately locks the first player, got picked back up, but comes under immediate counterfire.
He actually headshots him, and Clip comes in from the top. He gets actually one knock, and he needs to fight this. Yeah, he get the second one. The problem is,
can he pick it back up? Does he have time?
He's so far below, so it's going to be such a long climb, so I'm not sure.
Oh man, that's going to be so rough. Granite Fall, 8th place. That was Squeak the Lost Man. Oh, pardon me. One of the two left here from Ents, who managed to wipe them out. So sadly, it means that doesn't turn out to be the game they were hoping for. However, we still have 7 teams remaining, 14 players left alive. The only one to really have that full manpower is going to be Ware Team at 4 players. Everyone else is pretty much at half, with the exception there of East Skier with 1.
They've just been sitting down south and just chilling and just looking at everyone from the compound, fighting it out. And now when Zone is coming in, they just take that southern spot again. And yeah, I mean, Wikibuki actually got back up, but yeah, it's going to be Ware Team's game to win. Or who are you? Yeah, where? Yeah.
I mean, it should be. Clueless go down. Reheni Egam's not still here with me, sir.
Yeah, he's been sitting here on the edge for such a long time, just biding his time, and yeah, it's paid off. The thing is that Meteor Makers heard him, kill him, but they're just going the other way now because they need to get into the zone as well.
Yeah, problem could be here.
Skuiki is going to come over the top here, trying to find him. The thing is that Meteor Makers is also coming from the left here, so Jumbo is actually might get help here quite a lot.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Flowy does grab at Misa there from Rehena towards the end. They go to 6th place, leaving us now with our top 5 guys. And Jumbo finally managed to get those connecting shots over toward Rustam. He was trying his little heart out, but finally managed to get that knockdown. So this should effectively mean that Ents are down to only 1 player now towards the later stages of the game. And further so, Ware Team are going to be in a good spot. Flowy dies to the zone, and that means that they go to 5th place.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be such a tall task for anyone else than Ware Team to actually pull this off. I mean, Tempest has a pretty decent position to push in here on the road. They have an edge, but and I mean, Clib and all of them have good weapons to try and find this knock. They need to find something early now, I feel like. Just wait for the right time to pounce, and most likely it's going to be when someone else is starting to fight.
Yeah, Wikibuki's just, well, booking it right now. Squire taking a couple of shots over towards him. And you can see that they'd spotted them out earlier as well, so they do have a good understanding of where the main threat is going to be coming from. It's more so that the positioning right now for Tempest is a little bit rough because they might have to push down directly west. And then you still have Ware Team who they've filtered out around the south side in a pretty nice line, so they've got some good control over the overall standing of the zone. Yeah.
The thing is that I think Clib knows that there is one guy on the southern side here, or at least now they know. So they just need to. I feel like they need to engage him. Oh no, he gets him before. They needed to engage one person as a 2 and just get that knock and then push, and just use their nades properly. I feel like.
Let's see if they're going to try to go for this pickup if they have that time. Last play from Mr. Skier about to go down, I think. Looks as if Puro should be able to connect those shots. I mean, he's right there, bang in the open.
Hello.
Don't know if that's the stress getting to him or not, but Jumbo finally
does. I mean, it's still a range and it's a mini, so I mean, it takes when someone is zigzagging like that, it always takes like a few extra before you actually get him down. But yeah, Wikibuki finds Squeaky, so that means they're in a top 3 position. That's great for them.
Yeah, it certainly is, man.
They have 12 kills, by the way.
Doesn't stop.
Nah, it's just once they find their position, I mean, Miramar is really their man.
I mean, that's the way they had that 17-kill game last week. But what they didn't have was a 2v4 situation that they had to solve and work through with one of their players a little bit further back to potentially get pushed out by the zone.
Nice.
So, I mean, this is a very, very hard position for them to win. Ware Team, as you said, this should be their game to lose.
Yeah, I mean, Clib somehow managed to get a chance to go in. I mean, if Clib can actually find the knock on Surfy here, Wookie might have a chance to go in.
Tagged. And he's definitely communicated that he's in that position, but Wookie does fall. Clib is going to try to do what he can. Grenade getting cooked off. Can he land this one? I mean, they're going to know he's there. It's a little bit premature.
Yeah.
Sees the grenade come on through.
Oh, he sees the nade there as well. He doesn't look on the top right side though, because someone is gonna peek up from above, and yeah, he's gonna get tied straight away. But actually manages to survive with quite a lot of HP, so if he can just get a turnaround and maybe get a headshot or 2, this can be interesting. But nah, they keep re-peeking, find the kill, And Where team, yeah, wow, 4 kills in the first place. They did not have to do